Before we talk about analysis of variance, let's talk about design, how to set up a study to do this. We need independent random samples, as we did for a two-sample t-test. How do you get independent samples? Well, it depends on the type of study you're doing. In an experiment, the way to do it is to take your subjects and assign subjects to treatment groups at random. So you got, say, 25 students, and you've got a hat. In that hat, you've got like 4 little labels saying teaching method 1. You've got a bunch of labels saying teaching method 2, teaching method 3, Each student draws a label out of the hat and they get assigned that teaching method. That's enough to satisfy the independent random sample assumption, randomly allocating subjects to treatment groups. In a survey, we need a random sample from each group. One way to do that is to just take a random sample across the whole population. I mean, you could take a random sample from each. So in a survey, say we're looking at students, and we want to know if students from different faculties take different amounts of time to get to work, to get to uni. You could take a random sample of engineering students, random sample of science students, random sample of art and social science students. Or you could just take a random sample of students and ask them which faculty they're from. Okay, they end up doing the same thing. So this random sampling assumption ends up being critical, that we have independent samples as well as independent observations within each sample. Something else that's critical is that the only thing that varies across samples is the factor of interest. So in an experiment, we need to make sure that the only thing that varies is the factor of interest teaching technique. We also need to ensure that the treatment is applied separately to each subject.